For those who have not had the privilege to meet yet, my name is Brummett, and I have the privilege of having the coolest job at Campus Compact. I am the Director of Student Engagement at Campus Compact, which means I get to work alongside, be inspired by, honestly, most of the time, get out of the way of the incredible student leaders on y'all's campuses who are already enacting change on the local, national, and global level. But before we start and spend this morning talking about the future of community engagement and civic engagement and honoring some incredible student leaders this morning, I want to take a moment to sort of talk about something that may not be obvious, but that we all have in common. I'm going to go on a limb and say the majority, if not everyone in this room at one point, you too were a student leader. You too were once a student at a community college, a four-year institution, or a graduate institution. And I'm going to go on a limb and bet that at some point, someone tapped you on the shoulder, sat you down in their office, or even just had a small conversation with you at a conference and said, hey, you're a leader. You are a civic change agent. You deserve to be here. So before we get going and starting today recognizing and celebrating the present incredible leaders we have and also the future of where we are going, I want to take a moment to everyone think for a second, who was that person in your life who tapped you on the shoulder and said, you deserve to be here? So let's take a moment to think about one person who does that. For me, I was 18 years old at Elon University, an awkward kid from Appalachia who had a lot of passion and not much direction. And someone tapped me on the shoulder and said, you should go to this conference with me. At the time, it was North Carolina Campus Compact, small regional conference. I was awkward, pimple-faced, and honestly, my voice was still coming in. But when I went to this conference, I found other students who inspired me, who motivated me, and also told me that we can do change, not just in the future, but actually today. And it's that ethos that students are not merely the leaders of tomorrow, but actually the leaders of today that we are trying to center at Campus Compact. We just released a 5-year strategic plan that one of the top priorities for us as an organization is to be centering and uplifting student voice. Because we know time and time again, when you look throughout history, look in the present day, or even look towards the future, it is often the students not following, but often leading our campuses, local communities, and global communities in social change efforts. So if you remember Campus Compact, I'm going to invite you to join us and do this and work alongside us by tapping more students on the shoulder and inviting them into this moment. And there are two specific ways you can do that. The first is by nominating a Nguyen Civic Fellow on your campus. The Nguyen Civic Fellow is a one-year leadership program in honor of the legendary Frank Nguyen that helps cultivate connection, helps center care in students' lives, and helps students create change in their own context. All Campus Compact members can nominate someone on your campus, and I tell everyone I talk to, you have a Nguyen on your campus, you may just not know it yet, or they may not know it yet. Nominations are going to be open and due until April 25th, but if you're interested or have any questions about this, please come see me, because we want to uplift and create the beautiful network of Nguyen's that we have that's now over 2,000 alumni strong. The other element that we've been having for the last 2 years is I've had the absolute honor and joy of working with 8 incredible student design fellows who've been creating a student-led strategic vision for Campus Compact around answering the question, what should the future of student civic leadership be? What are the themes we should focus on? What are the programs we should create? And instead of myself doing a lot of research and just leading it or bringing a panel of experts, we let the students be the experts themselves. And they are actually here tonight and today with us. I'm going to have them briefly stand. Sorry, guys, I'm going to make it awkward. Go ahead and stand and celebrate our student design fellows who've been leading this work. The design fellows are currently working on a draft vision that I will be following, and Campus Compact will be following for our student programming for the next 5 years. And they're going to come talk about it today, actually at 11:30 at the workshop Fund and Follow the Students. So come check it out and be looking for our final report that we'll be publishing in May for the roadmap going forward. All right, so now the time has come to uplift and recognize some amazing students on some of your all's campuses who are doing incredible work, and I've had the privilege of meeting this morning and last week. The Student Impact Award was designed and created to recognize and celebrate undergraduate and graduate students who have demonstrated continuously inspiring leadership qualities through their civic and community engagement. And the first person who I'm absolutely honored to recognize with this award, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about him before I bring him to the stage, is Elvis Veliu. Elvis is an undergraduate student in applied sciences at Schoolcraft College and has been recognized as an inspiring leader for his community and civic engagement. Elvis is the acting president of the Omicron Iota chapter of Phi Theta Kappa at Schoolcraft College and a member of the Schoolcraft Scholars Honors Program. Under his leadership, the group has been working on publishing a book on student success before the end of the year, so future students at Schoolcraft College have the tips and resources needed to succeed at their institution. And in addition, Elvis is also working with faculty to assist and create a better customer CRM platform at Schoolcraft as well to make it more resource-friendly and accessible for students. In addition, while maintaining an exceptionally high GPA, Elvis has been working with groups like the Mayberry State Farm, the Plymouth Community United Way, Project ShareJoy, and others. Elvis's nominator writes, "From my interactions with Elvis, it is obvious that Mr. Veliu is an individual who cares deeply about his community and strives to make a difference in it. Elvis is a compassionate, thoughtful, and dedicated individual worthy of this award. And now we are honored to present the first Student Impact Award to Elvis Veliu."
Just as a bit of an addendum, the book was actually published on December 30th of last year. So thank you. Just thank yous. First, I'm grateful to whatever force or grace guided me and guided me to think to become someone worthy of this award. Also, thank you to my parents, Clarita and Vali, and my brother Jason. I wouldn't be who I am without them. Thank you to Campus Compact for honoring me with this award, and a huge thank you to my advisors, Todd Stowell and Aaron Stagok. I couldn't have gotten here without their support. And finally, to all my friends and colleagues, thank you for making this journey an unforgettable experience. All right, thank you all.
All right, the next amazing recipient we have here today to honor is EmRhys Jenkins. EmRhys is an undergraduate student majoring in sociology at Colorado College and has been awarded and has been an active leader as the founder of an on-campus club, Allies for Unhoused Youth, which works tirelessly to raise awareness and advocate for the rights of unhoused individuals. Through the club, EmRhys has engaged stakeholders on campus and in the community, driving meaningful dialogue and action towards positive change, and providing a monthly home-cooked meal on site for youth shelter residents. In addition to their advocacy work, EmRhys actively participates in weekly homeless union meetings, amplifying the voices of youth experiencing homelessness and advocating for their rights. Their nominator writes, EmRhys has been a pivotal force in advocating for and addressing the needs of unhoused youth in our community. Their commitment to service and social justice is exemplified through their multifaceted efforts, which has undoubtedly made a significant impact on our community. Campus Compact is honored to congratulate EmRhys for this well-deserved award.
Thank you. I'd like to first thank the people who brought me here, which is as much figuratively as it is literally in this context of travel. These people have supported me to the point that they've opened so many doors for me, and they've made my work as a student organizer possible. Among many, thank you, Jordan, and thank you, Sarah. I'd also like to thank the selection committee and everyone else who worked so hard to provide these opportunities to students such as myself. Most of all, I'd like to thank my comrades on the ground. My comrades whose work towards justice comes with risk that few in this room can understand. My comrades, many of whom will sleep on the street tonight, who are holding courageous conversations without the comforts that we enjoy. These comrades are the people in people power. If we are to win the coming revolution, which is what our rhetoric here inherently demands, we must use our immense resources to elevate and make possible their resistance. While our role in revolution is pivotal and vital, We, who most benefit from the oppression of today, cannot lead this nation into the liberation of tomorrow. I'm very, very grateful for this award and all the opportunities that I and hopefully my peers in this next generation have gotten through this conference. I'm grateful for the wide array I've had of experiences here in Atlanta, and I'm grateful for this recognition. And I'm hopeful for what and who we will recognize tomorrow. Thank you.
Told y'all, they're awesome. All right, the next recipient who we have the absolute privilege to recognize is Simon Wang. Simon is an undergraduate student majoring in economics and psychology at the University of Pittsburgh and has been awarded this prestigious award. Simon is the founder of the Pittsburgh Policy Initiative, the first of its kind for the University of Pittsburgh that is a completely student-run think tank that's been designed to help communities and research community-based solutions. Founded by Simon and his peer, PPI is committed to developing the next generation of civic leaders and is focused on positive research, policy, and advocacy leaders who are trained to work with communities and members and not merely assume their needs. Simon's nominator writes, "The student analysts who work together at PPI bring about a greater social good and inspire their peers to become civic leaders at the local, national, and global level. Without question, Simon Wang embodies student leadership, and more importantly, leadership focused and based in civic and community engagement." I'm now honored to welcome to the stage Simon Wang, deserving of this award.
I also just have a few thank yous. You know, nobody gets to a point like this where you're receiving recognition from an organization like Campus Compact without an incredible amount of support, a network, a family that is loving and really loves and supports you unconditionally. So huge thank you to my family first and foremost, but I'd also like to recognize my peer and co-founder, Jay Halder, who is not here and isn't recognized with this award, but PPI would not be possible without him, and as well as Shanti Bhaskar and some of the other student leaders that have really forwarded PPI and made it possible. It's an organization. It's many people that have come together to make it a possibility and a reality. I'd also like to thank Dr. Cordova, who nominated me for this award and has been really, I think, instrumental in helping me to grow and develop as a leader in civic and community engagement in Pittsburgh. And I'd also like to thank everyone in the Frederick Honors College community who really welcomed me with open arms and have given me just an immense amount of encouragement and support to really strive and to move myself forward. I think I'm remembering everybody. I know I'm sure I'm missing some people, but I really am very grateful to be in this room, and I've had a really inspiring experience being here at Campus Compact. So I want to thank everyone here in this room as well for just giving me encouragement in a moment that's immensely uncertain. So thank you all.
Awesome. With the next Student Impact Leadership Award, we're honored to represent or to present and talk about Alexandra Renteria, a graduate student in public leadership and administration at the University of North Texas at Dallas. Alexandra, in addition to her graduate work in the Public Leadership and Administrative Program at UNTD, has been serving as the legislative and public policy liaison with the city of Dallas. She was also elected president of the UNTD student government body and has been an integral part in cabinet meetings and other strategic planning processes with the university as she's been advocating on behalf of students' interests. Alexandra's nominator writes, "A passionate advocate for marginalized communities, particularly the Latino population, Alexandra has worked tirelessly to empower underrepresented voices. Alexandra's leadership and community engagement, from grassroots organizing to advancing the city's legislative priorities, has made her a powerful voice for change. And we are delighted to celebrate and recognize that voice through Alexandra giving you this award."
Good morning. I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to my parents and my family for their unwavering support through my college journey, one that has been anything but easy. As a first-generation college student and a DACA recipient navigating political life in Texas, this path has come with many challenges, but standing here today is a testament to resilience, the power of community, and the power of education. I am truly honored to represent the University of North Texas at Dallas, a place that has shaped me in more ways than I can count. And to Campus Compact, thank you for not only recognizing my story, but also giving me the opportunity to grow into the leader I am today. Thank you.
All right, a couple more amazing students to recognize. Up next, Campus Compact is honored to award and recognize the incredible impact of Florian Nguyen. As an active member of student government, Florian serves in a crucial role representing student voices and advancing key initiatives at Mesa Community College. As Andrew Goodman Foundation Ambassador, he has worked tirelessly to promote voter education and engagement on campus, and has also volunteered at every civic holiday event, showing a strong commitment to positively impacting the community. Florian's nominator writes, Florian has consistently demonstrated exceptional leadership and a deep commitment to civic engagement throughout their time at Mesa Community College. He exemplifies the qualities of a true leader: dedicated, passionate, and always ready to take initiative. And with that, we are proud to give this award to Florian.
I'm truly honored to be awarded the 2025 Campus Compact Student Leadership. I want to thank foremost my parents and my brother for their support during my study time in college. I wouldn't have been able to be here today without their support. My heartfelt thanks also to Alexandra Maya, an incredible fellow Maricopa Community College alum, as well as my support mentor for her nomination. I want to also highlight the Phoenix Committees on Foreign Relations, my mentor Tina, Sam, Monse, and Lily, as well as Global Ties Arizona with their incredible team, Christine, Paige, and Victoria, for fostering my growth in diplomacy and international trade. Last but not least, thank you to Emma Burns at Campus Vote Project, Andy and the whole team of Arizona Indonesia Festival for being so supportive. And let me not also forget the incredible Campus Compact staff for supporting me in every step of the way, Will, Erica, and Caitlin. Thank you again, Campus Compact, for this award.
And last but not least, we do want to recognize and hold a moment to celebrate one awardee who cannot be with us today. So I'm going to tell you all a little about this incredible student whose award is currently in the mail. So hopefully they'll get it in time. Nabile Galván is a doctoral candidate in music education at Indiana University. Nabile is a proud first-generation Mexican woman from a low-income, single-parent household and a doctoral candidate who's wanting to use music education to inspire the next generation. Her teaching background spans public schools and higher education institutions in the United States and internationally. As a teaching artist and string coordinator at the Jacobs Virtual Academy, JVA, Nabile leads virtual instruction and facilitates cross-cultural collaboration for IU teaching artists, translators, and Latinx students and teachers in the Dominican Republic and Haiti. Nabile also is a lead teacher at the Fairview Elementary School Violin Project in Bloomington and regularly mentors emerging violin teachers in the U.S. and abroad. She offers national workshops and presentations on culturally responsive pedagogy, especially in early music learning, and has designed and implemented a culturally responsive violin pedagogy for early violinists that is available in English, Spanish, and Haitian Creole. Her commitment to Spanish-speaking English learners' success in the music classroom is reflected in her published work in the Journal of General Music Education and other publications. And ultimately, Nabile's nominator writes, Nabile is a visionary and innovative teacher, a mentor for emerging educators, a role model for fellow students, and a thoughtful human being. Nabile is very deserving of this award, and although she cannot be with us in person, we want to give her a loud round of applause to let her recognize her accomplishments.